purpose comes from your pain. You can help anybody, but who you'll love helping are those people who are currently suffering with the thing that you struggled with. No hashtag is going to save you on Instagram if your content sucks. I'm a recovering perfectionist. I lost a $40 million deal when I was 22.
First off, so I do speaking. I speak at churches, I speak at schools, I speak to the students, I speak to the teachers. However, of course, that doesn't grow like my social media following. So I know my one word is inspire.
Okay.
So I want to be an inspiration. That is the one word. So I'm very clear on the one word. The two questions are this. First off, it's kind of like my grandma used to say, jack of all trades, master of none, because I can speak to anyone and I can speak to.
What was your biggest pain growing up?
I would probably say being abandoned as a child. My father was murdered, my mother was addicted to drugs, so my father was motherless.
And you grew up with foster care parents?
And then my great aunt finally took me. Yes, I think that was probably, I just felt like nobody wanted me.
Those are the people you want to speak to?
My children?
No, not necessarily. Don't look at that. It's the feeling. Art expresses feeling. You're an artist. You just express it through your words. The people who feel like nobody wants them will be the people who you will lift up the most. You can help anybody. I can help believe, half of my audience isn't even entrepreneurs.
Right.
Just because they love believe. They love the message and they love the motivation and they love hanging around more successful people, but they're not having ambitions to be an entrepreneur. I love helping everybody. I could help those people believe in themselves more. It's great. But entrepreneurs is like at the core for me. So you could speak to everybody, but the people who feel like they've been abandoned or they're not enough will be the people who you love helping the most, because you can relate to their story and they can see. If you help somebody feel like they're enough, who's been abandoned, and you see it in their eyes that, holy cow, like maybe I am, the waterworks will be explosive and you'll just feel so full. So it doesn't mean it has to be kids, but there's lots of people who felt that, and then as a result, they're holding themselves back from doing the thing they should be doing. So that then has to translate into your content. So I go through a process, who, why, how, right? So your who is your one word, your one word most important core value. Yours was inspire, right? Great. Why? Why do you do it? Why do you do what you do, right? Me, because of the pain of the entrepreneurs. You, because of your pain of being abandoned growing up. Your purpose comes from your pain. You can help anybody, but who you'll love helping are those people who are currently suffering with the thing that you struggled with. And then the how will change a million times. You might be speaking at a church, you might be doing Instagram, you might be doing...
That's juicy. Yeah.
It's sinking in now?
Yeah.
Good. So how do you gain more following? You post fire content around that. That anybody who feels like they are not enough and have been abandoned or are worried about being abandoned, they're going to want to watch you every day because they need it every day. Because you need it every day. Because you need to reconnect and feel like you're worthy every day. Because it never goes away. Believe never goes away. Like, I need it every day. So your connection to those people will be the thing, and they'll follow you and subscribe to you because you're speaking to their soul. You're giving them the thing that they need. There's a lot of people who watch my videos, maybe some of you, who say I'm the only person in their life who believes in them. I don't know you, right? But they feel like it through the content. Because when I'm making a video, I start my morning by doing a video channeling somebody from the day before. So I might think of you tomorrow morning and then make a video. But it's personal. Even though I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about you, somebody else is going to watch and like, holy cow, he's like, how does he know my problem? He's speaking right to me. And so you do that too. You think about the people who either you from 20 years ago, what would you go back and tell that person? Or people who you have helped? Or people who you've seen in the news who you wish you could talk to? And then speak to them. And when you combine that with your energy and your talent and your voice and everything else, that's when things start to blow up. So 80% of success on any of the social media networks is creating daily content and making sure it's fire. That's it. If you're not winning on social, on any of the platforms, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, anything, you're not posting daily, and it's not fire. It's one of those two reasons. And by creating a lot of content, you get better. So the quantity leads to the quality. The final 20% are the hacks of understanding one platform over another. Hashtags, Instagram, very important. YouTube doesn't do anything. But most people are only looking for the hacks. No hashtag is going to save you on Instagram if your content sucks. A guy DM'd me just before I went live with you guys. He's like, hey, Evan, how do I get verified on Instagram? I look at his account, like, dude, you can watch my story. It's there. Dude, you have 1,600 followers. You post less than once a week, and nobody knows you. Stop trying to focus on getting verified and just make better content that serves an audience. Right? That's harsh, but that's the truth. But in that response, other people will watch it, and I might be being mean, but it's from love, because nobody else is going to answer this guy's question. And other people will watch and feel like, holy cow, he's talking to me. And when you get that, like, holy cow, she's talking to me, then they're going to follow you, because then they want a bit of that every day, because they need it, and nobody else in their life is telling them the message that you're giving them. So you're their second mom.
What is your clarification process for your ideas? So obviously, you get an idea. The thing about it is to not keep it in your head, but to write it down somewhere and then understand or clarify before you take action. Do you write it down on your reminders on your iPhone? Or if you have a phone, do you have a reminders on your phone? Where do you capture your ideas, and then how do you clarify them, and then how do you take action for that?
You're too smart. I'm serious. It's something that will really help you, but it's the thing that will hold you back the most. And I'm a recovering perfectionist. I lost a $40 million deal when I was 22 because of trying to make it perfect. I had a software, my biotech software company that I was struggling and sucking with, we started having success. We had a chance to sell our company. I spent 3 months working on a plan to sell my business. And then we went to pitch the company, and they said, no, I'm not interested. Like, no, what do you mean? This is perfect. Like, we thought about everything. It's a perfect plan. Makes perfect sense. Like, no. And then I was devastated because I spent the whole summer working on this thing. And then we rushed to go find another company that might buy us. And we got to the table with them, and they'd already been talking to my biggest competitor for the past 3 months. And it was between us and them. And they said, you know what? We need to make a decision quickly. We've already been talking to these guys. We love you, your software, everything. We love you, but we've already gone down so far with them. We're just going to go with them because we need to move fast. And they bought them for $40 million. Now, if I was there 3 months earlier, would I have gotten the deal? I don't know, right? It's not 100%, but if it was 50% chance at $40 million, you know, you're 22, it's pretty awesome. And so what I try to do is find the fastest, like I'm trying to demo it with you guys here today. He tells me that he's a Toastmaster. Great, do you want to do my intro here to start? She gives me a t-shirt. Great, I'm going to put it on and wear it and tell the story. I wasn't planning on talking butter tarts, but now we are, right? It's his birthday and he used to do soccer. Great, we're going to go out and do soccer, right? And I left to go buy a pig and a golf ball just for him to do that. So my process is I get an idea and then I try to do something immediately about it because you need to wrap your heart around it and not your head. You're trying to think your way through something you need to feel, and that's the problem. Because often the thing that was actually going to be the best thing of all time for you doesn't make logical, practical sense. You have to feel it. So, you know, I don't know if you're in a relationship or you're on your way to getting married or anything, but you might make a pro and con list of why I like this person or not. where really it should be, do you love her? Even if there's 100 cons. Because you can't think your way through something that you love. So that's the test. You have to figure out, how does this thing make you feel? Because this is where someone like you will crush it. Because you're so smart, when you figure out the thing, you'll figure out a way to then go and crush that thing. But you'll never find the right thing. That's the problem. That's why so many smart people go work for somebody else. Because they never tap into their heart and figure out the thing they should be doing. Where some dummy just goes off and starts winning. Because he just tried. Right? And you're still sitting on this idea that you had from 5 years ago. That's the problem. Because you've had the perfect filing system in like Evernote or Dropbox or whatever, and it's like detailed, but you never did anything. And some dummy with half the idea you had, with no intention, just built something and won. And so you want to use those talents of yours together. This is, I mean, it's my problem too. It's why I'm a recovering perfectionist. It's why I had to get over it. The ability to release stuff. Like, I didn't want to make a video without talking and just hold up. I had to train myself. Whenever I think, oh my God, this has to be perfect, then I have to release it imperfectly. Just because. It's so great. I love it. It's amazing. I need to bring you everywhere with me. I think we should do a session just with all the people who are like doing the the amens, and like have a little cheering crowd each time. It's the best. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So putting this tour together was definitely a team effort. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody who helped promote the Las Vegas event. And if you want to keep following the journey, come check out what we're doing in San Jose. The link is right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.